I thought I would take us along me writing my first paper. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I have like a 5-page paper due in 2.5 or 3 weeks. That's okay. I have plenty of time to do it. It's gonna be fine. But I haven't written an academic paper in like 11 or 12 years. So I'm a little nervous. I love to write. I feel like I just definitely write in very much like I'm writing a journal. So every week in the class, we have like reading responses and we have to give like a 2-page response to the reading. And she, like, the professor wants them in very much like your voice. So that's been fine. I can do that all day. But an academic paper, I'm a little nervous. I also have a tendency to write very like passively. So that's really a challenge. So yeah, we're going to do it. It's gonna be fine. And I would love to take you along. So today I'm at home. I got nothing to do. I've already kind of started. I've been working for maybe like 30 or 40 minutes. I'm going to work for, I'm going to try to push it for another hour. I definitely struggle with attention span and procrastination. Attention span is the thing that like I will just like hop out and like do something else, or I'm reading something and I'll then just like right now I was reading it and I just like was stopped and like wrote the intro. And so I kind of have a tendency to kind of like move around. So it can be kind of hard to, one, feel like I'm actually being productive, and two, to like just stay on track. And the procrastination is something that is not new. I know it's like anxiety based, right? Like I want to do really well. And as long as I don't start, I can still have the perception that I'm going to do well. But if I actually start it and it doesn't go well, that's where it comes from. But no, we're not going to do that. We did that a lot in undergrad. That was eons ago. Grad school's different. We're going to stay on top of it. So my goal for today is to read the main article that I am basing my topic around, and then also find some additional sources that I need, and to kind of start outlining the whole paper. I have Thursday to also work, which is, today's Tuesday. I have Thursday to also work. I have Saturday, and then Monday I did book myself an appointment at the writing center, just because like I don't know what an academic tone is. Like, I can't use I can't, what? And then, like, how to cite stuff. I don't know I don't remember how to do that. Has it changed? I don't know. So, I'm hoping the writing center will help. But, yeah. We're keeping calm. We're gonna be productive. We're gonna get stuff done. And we're also gonna be very chill at the same time. Because we're at home today. Everything's fine. And my cat keeps doing this. She keeps stealing my seat when I get up, and she just did that. So anyways, okay, I'm going to take you guys along my first paper from start to grade, and wish me luck. We got this. Okay. There's the seat. She was just sitting there, and I was sitting there. But before that, I was sitting there. I got up. She sat there, so I sat there. I get up, she moves. In the right rib. Replay. Oh my gosh. I'm setting in the prophecy, it never turns out true. At least not for me and you. You look for, I could be right
I can make sense somehow. I can do better than they all have. Promise that you'd never think to look back. I don't wanna be myself. All you want is someone else. I'm steady.
Okay, finished the article, pulled out my quotes, feeling good about it, very hungry, and take a quick lunch break. Looks like Rip woke up. Yeah, and then I need to get into some of the other sources. So I think I'm gonna start with YouTube, see what's happening there. And then I need to look in the library. My topic is I guess I can tell you. I take food and culture. I'm a food studies graduate major at NYU, at the Steinhardt School. And so my first assignment is to take some of the food theorists that we've read about and apply it to a topic. So one of our food theorists is Lucy Long, who talks about culinary tourism and the exotic and the unfamiliar and the approaches to that. And so to me, my mind as a bartender, if you didn't know that, was tiki. And I thought that was a little bit too big of a topic. So I was like, let me hone in on the Mai Tai. And kind of talk about culinary tourism and obviously cultural appropriation and approaches to that by talking about the specific drink. So I think it's small enough to concisely write 5 pages. So yeah, sorry, I probably should have mentioned what I was writing about. So yeah, I'm gonna hit up YouTube first. I obviously have a couple of tiki books. I have Beach Bum Berries, Jeff Berry's book, which I've already read, which had a good thing about the history of the Mai Tai, which I'll probably quote that book as well. But I think I might watch some YouTube videos and see, yeah, because I know Trader Vic invented the Mai Tai, but I really just kind of want to know a little bit more of his background and his, yeah, why he created that drink and what his intentionality was with just being tiki and all of the controversial things that come with that now. So anyways, lunch break, YouTube. Okay, several hours later, down some deep dives into some certain people. It is now almost 9 o'clock. I started work around 3, took an hour break. So yeah, I think I will go for a pause. I've been productive, I feel good about it. I'm in a good spot, I think, with the I feel like this is always the hard part, after you do all the research and you're kind of just throwing things that you find on the page and you just obviously start to hope that the puzzle pieces start to work and that the paper is going to end up sounding like it makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I know it will get there. But right now it's just, so. But just kidding. Gonna take a break for the rest of the day. Work tomorrow, so not gonna be able to do anything tomorrow. And I'll be back at this on Thursday. Maybe we'll go to the library or the student center or something. Switch it up because I was inside all day today. So, okay. Talk to you later. Okay. Thursday. T-minus, I think 2 weeks till my paper's due. It might be due the Wednesday night before. But we're at the 2-week mark. I'm a little nervous. I kind of feel like I procrastinated a little bit today. Work was really busy last night, so I was really tired. Worked 11 hours. So, and then this morning I just had some housekeeping things that always just make me feel a little better and do help me feel more productive. So some laundry cleaned, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, I'm going to go to the library and pick up a book that, for my research, I found a quote from it, but I don't know, I kind of just wanted to try to find the original source. So, I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be, book from a library. Eh?
And I know the things I feel like they're my own. My wounds are sewn
Oh,
and ready.
I'm exhausted. I'm okay. I'm being overdramatic. Yeah, I closed last night, and the bar, I'm a bartender, right? The bar that I work at closes at 3 a.m. And so I was there until about like 4:15 in the morning. I got home a little before 5, fell asleep at 6. And then I woke up at like 10:30, 10:45, and 11 o'clock when my husband woke up and had to go to work, and we walked to a coffee shop. And I don't know, I just did like feel like I needed like a full day, right? Instead of like trying to fall back asleep and wake up at like 2 p.m. I just don't think I can do that. So anyways, I have to get some work on my paper done today. I am very tired, but I am going to go back to my tried and true method of like blocking things out. So I'm only going to work for like an hour at a time, and then I give myself an hour and a half break. Sometimes it's really bad. I'll do like 30 minutes. I'll go like 30 minutes on, 15 minutes off, 30 minutes on, 15 minutes off. I don't know, knowing, hey, you're just going to work until that time. So just focus for that small amount of time is so much easier for me and better for my brain to grasp. And like, I'm just so much more productive that way than if I were just like, oh, I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to like work until whenever. Nah, I can't do that. So it's 1:15. I'm gonna start with a little 45 minutes, and I'm gonna work on my paper until 2 o'clock, and then I'm gonna take a break. So Saturday, October 4th. Let's do it. Oh, I just took a shower to try to wake up. One, I needed a shower. So that's why I look crazy, but also I got a new phone. I had an iPhone 13 for 3 years. I think I've had that phone for 3 years. I think it was, 2022 when I got that phone. And my husband had an iPhone 12, and it was like cracked in the back. I think he's had that phone for like maybe 4 years. So we got new phones. So I'm excited about the camera quality. Hopefully that's gonna be pretty cool. Okay.
To be more than just the me that I have known. To show I've grown. I could be the one that you look for. I could be right there with you. If only you would show yourself. If I could make sense somehow. I can do better than they all have. Promise that you'd never think to look back. I don't wanna be myself. All you want is someone else.
All right. I actually went for a full hour, which is great. So I could keep going, but we're gonna take that break. We're gonna take a 30-minute break, and then we'll come back. A lot of words on the page. So yeah, I'm definitely not out of material to write about. I'm a little bit nervous that like my quotes from sources are too big. And I'm also worried that I'm just talking about like more of like history and not really about like the culinary, like the food theories. But we can refine later. Just kind of getting all out there. So yeah, let's take a break, and I'll be back.
You look for, I could be
like afraid I'm gonna dropping.
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love.
Wasn't during the day. This would be goddamn terrible.
Waiting for the nighttime to
What?
see what it brings.
Statue of Liberty,
And I'm still living deep in my
Ellis Island,
Sometimes I feel my
New
eyes
Jersey,
maybe
downtown,
did I love
out.
you? Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. Sometimes I feel my eyes there. Maybe tonight, baby, did I love you instead?
Okay. It's been a few days. Yeah, I think the last time I spoke to the camera was on Saturday and it's Thursday. And I have not had the courage to even look at my paper, which is due in a week. That's okay. I have like all of the 5 pages kind of full. A lot of it's quotes. I don't know. Anyways, I am headed to the writing center for an appointment, a little tutoring sesh, to figure out how I'm supposed to cite this thing, how I'm supposed to like use the quotes in an academic paper. Yeah, kind of get me a little bit of help. I just didn't want to like spend any more time on it without knowing what the heck I'm doing. So I hope that this writing center appointment is helpful. And yeah, let's head out. Let's improve, progress. All right, I'll see you in a second. Bye. And it's finally cold, so I think I might need a sweater. Here we go.
That you look for, I could be right there with you. If only you would show yourself. If I could make sense somehow, I can do better than they all have. Promise that you'd never think to look back. I don't wanna be myself.
All right, Thursday, October 16th, I turned in my paper. I should have probably videotaped that, but I was in my pajamas. So I turned in my paper a couple hours ago. I feel like it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Shout out to my friends that helped. You know who you are. But yeah, I feel like productivity-wise, I was pretty good. I know I can get kind of hard on myself. But yeah, I just need like a lot of room to breathe when it comes to papers. Like if I'm not in the mood to write, it just is really hard for me to like do that. So being able to have a lot of room to do the paper and have days of like, okay, well, I don't feel it right now. Maybe I'll work on it in the morning or something like that. So I was able to give myself a lot of breathing room with this paper, which I hope paid off. And I was not in a rush and I felt like it was really good. Couple of funny stories with the writing center. The first time I got a writing center appointment, I like missed the mark completely. I thought it was at 6, it was at 5, had to reschedule. Second time was great, got a lot of really good feedback. And then I wanted to do another one this week, and I thought it was an in-person one and it was online. So I'm in the writing center and it's really 8 p.m. and no one's in there. And then I get an email from the person being like, hey, it's on Zoom. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm here, I'll just Zoom you. And they were like, no one's allowed to be in that building. Like you need to leave. I don't want you to get locked in. She's like, I won't mark you absent, like, or it won't like count against you or whatever. Well, first of all, I'm like, oh my gosh, like if I mess up enough times, will I get kicked out of the writing center? But second, I was like, oh my gosh, no, I did not get locked in. I was able to get out, but I ended up not going and doing another session. I feel like it's pretty okay. So we don't have class tonight. We have this like food film festival. So I'm pretty excited. Nice little like celebration after my first paper. So we are set. So let's go to a food film festival at NYU. Bye.
Said you never think to look back. I don't wanna be myself. All you want is someone else. All you want is someone else.